We know that Britain is following America into the obesity abyss.
Largely unemployed parents, single parent families, and certainly a lot of parents coming and going, so there's a lot of turbulence within the family structure.
A lot of children who have never ever used a knife and fork. They don't know how to hold them. And if they're eating with their fingers, they're eating fat, heavy foods.
Puts their emotional needs right at the top of their agenda. How can you possibly sit down and think about numbers and learning to read if you haven't had breakfast, if there's no electricity in the house and things like that? What can we do to support them, and how can we keep them in school? Because we can't keep them in school, we can't guarantee that they're going to keep learning, and improving their educational chances is the best way of breaking out of the pattern of poverty. It's their best hope, really.
Let me hear your hot potato. Say that again. I said, let me hear your hot potato. Say that again. I said, ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Let me hear your chip potato. Say that again. I said, let me hear your chip potato. Say that again. I said, chip and chop and chip and chop and chip and chop and chop the lot. Chip and chop and chip and chop and chip and chop and chop the lot. Let me hear your mashed potato. Say that again. I said, let me hear your mashed potato. Say that again. I said, ha, hoo, ha, hoo, ha, hoo. Mash it up. Ha, hoo, ha, hoo, ha, hoo. Mash it up. Let me hear your chip potato. Say that again. I said, let me hear your chip potato. Say that again. I said, chip and chop and chip and chop and chip and chop and chop the lot. Chip and chop and chip and chop and chip and chop and chop the lot. Let me hear your baked potato. Say that again. I said, let me hear your baked potato. Say that again. I said, yum 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 yum. Now let's eat. Yum 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 yum. Now let's eat.
You've done a fantastic job.
I'm Miss Beals, in my Year 5 class I've been doing the Norfolk Food Discovery all year, and the project has been absolutely amazing for them. They've got so much out of it, especially for literacy based work. We've done absolutely loads, and practical activities for them as well, so it's been brilliant for them. It's really helped them to understand where their food comes from and what's healthy choices and things like that. In my class I've got a lot of children with problems with foods. And I think for them to actually try these new things and see how they're made and see what's in them and to give it a go, for them it's been amazing.
That's a goat's cheese. All these cheeses are made from Norfolk.
That's my tasty cheese.
For them to try it.
And what do you think?
For children like with autism, the writing part of it for them is actually, you can't say to them, imagine you're here, because they can't imagine they're there. You know, for them to actually have been somewhere and you come back and say, write about what we've done, they can write about it. They can write about it because they have done it.
I love the bit where you get to make your own lasagna.
Yeah,
And then the vegetables and then the cream,
the pasta, and then the vegetables, pasta, vegetables, and then pasta.
cream and cheese.
And we put that cardboard on top, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to my mum, my dad, my sister, and my 2 brothers.
I ain't got a dad.
Lots of kids with parents out of work, with single parents living in poor accommodation. It's not easy for the children here, so we obviously try as hard as we can to open their horizons, because otherwise they're heading towards the benefit cycle. We need to raise their aspirations. For those pupils who are motivated by using their hands, it's absolutely brilliant, especially boys in particular. It's really excellent for them. If they're in at the ground floor and they can see something growing, is going to be aspirational to them, and they can see that they have
Garlic.
not just responsibility, but they see they have ownership of this, and they make a difference themselves. I planted that, I grew that, I ate it, and they have total ownership. It's not somebody else putting it in a plastic box in Tesco, or more likely in McDonald's.
I like Norfolk Food Discovery because it's cool. We got time out of school. We don't have to do blah blah blah, sit in a classroom being bored and that. And if we're like here, we're outdoors and that. And like over there, we got to like cut all the pieces of wood, and that was cool. And we got to like pop all the beans, harvest them, go on farm trips. It was better than just sitting in a boring old classroom.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
There's children that have got so much from this in the classroom, their behaviour is not as at the level it should be, but come here and I can turn my back on the class and not worry about hearing a scream or something. It's something that they're not used to in school, so they throw themselves wholeheartedly into it because they don't know when they'll get it again, possibly. It's fantastic to see. They're very much a class of individualists. I can do this, I can... Well, actually, you can see them, they're getting on together, there's no qualms about it. They carry buckets together, they share tools. This has been what's worked the most for them. This is where they thrive for it.
Norfolk Food Discovery is the best project that I've ever done in my life.
Very narrow. I mean, a lot of children don't have much in the way of holidays. We might take it for granted that children go on trips to museums and go to libraries and go for walks in the countryside or go picking blackberries and things like that, but actually most of our children don't do those sort of things. One of the things we're very keen to do is provide children with new opportunities for them to get them to see beyond their immediate horizon, to be able to experience new things.
What the pigs eat!
That's where the Norfolk Food Discovery programme really is very helpful, because the children are getting a wealth of new experiences. They're digging and planting, they're seeing people at work on farms, so they're getting an understanding of the jobs that other people might do and what it is like to have a commitment to work and feel strongly about work, and they're getting all the new tastes with the cooking and meeting new people, and that's really important.
Some wheat and barley with some peas.
It absolutely gives them kind of a closeness to nature and a empathy, sympathy, everything that goes with it.
The great thing about Food Discovery is that it's an integrated programme and all the children do all the elements.
My favourite part of the day was raking because I love her.
It's led by our expert staff who train teachers as well as children.
I like digging, pulling out the weeds.
We focus on schools in the most disadvantaged urban areas, and we're finding that more and more schools are using their pupil premium funding to pay for the project because of its transformative effect on their children.
It's the best day ever.
If you'd like a Food Discovery programme in your school, either for a whole year or tailor-made to suit your needs, send me an email.
Now let's eat!